Hey everyone, this is Nick. I am coming to you from the pseudo mountains of northwestern Georgia, right around Rockmart. A lot of people have never been there before, but it's kind of mountainous still, more hilly than anything else. And I guess the point of what I'm doing here is there's a lot of things I'm doing to the property, as far as sustainability, things like that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing here. But I'm going to try to make it in different parts. And, I take pictures of everything as I've been doing it. The problem is that it doesn't give you a real hands-on, like, hey, this is actually what's going on. This is how, this is how it's been progressing every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. So I'm going to, and you know what, I may only do a few of these and decide it's not worth it. But either way, I want to get something on the books for the record. So with that being said, what we're going to do is I'm just going to start out front. We're going to do a tour of the whole property right now. Not the whole property, but about a third of the property or so. We're going to do that right now and going to kind of just look around and take a look at everything. So where I'm at now is, let me see if I can flip this around. So where I'm at now is basically, this is a road right out in front. Now if you look down here and you're like, my ditches here are all dead. That's by design because it was nothing but weeds. I got tired of it and trying to mow this, especially, it's not fun trying to mow it. Anyway, right across the, and you can't really see it right here, but right through here, sorry. Yeah, you can't really see it. There's a pond right through there. And then right over here on the other side, this is actually a pasture. There's goats, there's sheep over there. And you see some ducks and some geese and just, it gives a rural feel, and I am rural. I'm on about 3.71 acres out in the middle of nowhere, which is the way I want it. So here's the house. We have a nice big gate. This fence here had my folks and also my in-laws helping me with on the front there. It's wood, and it's stained obviously on the top and the bottom. Coming in here, and as you'll notice, it looks like there used to be a gate here. Right now we have a construction fence, and the reason why is because the guy that was here before made these this gate. It's a dual swing gate out of wood, and it rotted off in short order. So we have aluminum gates ordered. They're not going to be here for a few months or so. Now this over here is the last part that I have yet to plant as far as grass. Actually, it is planted. It's coming up, but it's not there yet. And then here's the house here, and then here's what we have over here. Now this was all completely barren last year, completely barren, and I planted it, and actually you can see it looks pretty nice now. A few open spots, blame that on the dog though. And you can see, so the wood fence comes all the way over here, and the back goes all the way in the back corner right there. Just gonna walk through it, but as you can see, and I have a few pictures I might try posting up, but last year this was all barren right through here. Like there was nothing in here, and you see how much it grows in. I got a specific type of grass that has that spreads quite a bit. And then over here, first of all, there were a bunch of trees, other trees I took out of here last year. And the reason why is because they're called sweet gum down here. Never heard of them coming from Iowa. Called sweet gum, and they drop these stupid gumball things that are spiky, not fun to walk on. You can roll your ankle real easily. And there was a few in here that I ended up taking out. Thanks to Jeremy's foresight for taking those out of here for me. And yeah, there's one right in here. And right here, these trees right on the fence line, they looked nice, but we have a problem. Those are called Bradford pear, and they don't actually put out any type of decent fruit. Like, you can't eat them. And from what one of my neighbors says, they actually have a higher amount of arsenic in it, and I have no idea what this tree is. This looks like butter print, and it feels, they're really wide leaves, and I don't know what they are. They have a bunch of fruit on them of some type. It's not actually fruit, it's more like a nut. Don't know what it is, but anyway, these Bradford pears here, I'm pretty sure that those are all going to be coming out. Maybe not right away, but probably in the next few months. Going to take these out, and I have other plans for that, for this area here. So then we come here, and this is where a stump was last year. Finally got it all the wood chips and everything cleaned out of there. Plum tree right there, and this was just random. And right over there is the power coming in, and also a lot of that's the solar hookups. But we're gonna go right back over here to the other side. Now, if you also look here, all this fence we did in a year, all the way around there, there's a corner, and we went a couple 100 feet down that way. Same way over here on the other side, there's another, and it goes all the way down the other side, a couple 100 feet there. Now, we did 800, I figure about 850 feet or so. And I had Tony help me with some, a buddy of mine, and then I had my in-laws help me with this over here. And keep in mind, each one of these posts takes two 80-pound bags of concrete, and I had them out there helping me do all this. And my father-in-law, Mark, he was actually, while I was gone to work all the time, he would be staining all of this, because all of this is stained either in slate, that's the black, or pewter, which is the gray, all the way around. So he'd sit there and stain all that while I was gone. Then we'd install it on the weekends. And there's the dog. And look what I found. An 8-month pregnant Canadian wife. She's hiding. Don't look. I'll scare her. It's the way the Canadians are. And she is pregnant with baby JJ. And so what we would do, JJ is actually Jocelyn Jean. And so what we would do is I had plastic down on this. And with the plastic down on this, that way we wouldn't get it all dirty and all stain ridden. And we would have this loaded up all the way in here with all the pickets and the 2x4s and 4x4s and all that good stuff. And then we'd have, since it was all laid down, then we could actually just roll it while it's all standing down. And we were standing up, and it makes life a lot easier. Made life much, much easier. And you see this is the pergola I was talking about earlier. It's just nice, big, open. They put carpet down. Probably not going to keep it there. Depends on what the floors look like underneath. Nice big open area. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with it yet, but we have ideas. So stay tuned for that one. And just keep walking along, kind of give you an idea of what's going on the property. So all the way back there, you can see that cluster of trees over there. We have mostly pine here, and that gives us really acidic soil. So we have right back there in the corner, that's the other edge of the property, and then this is all fence line heading back. And we did all this on both sides. So from the corner all the way across to that corner is about 240 feet. And we're gonna go back. You see where that tree is right there on the fence line, that guy right there? That's basically the 200-foot mark right there from the front corner. And now this is the only workshop I have. It's like 15 feet wide, 20 feet long. It's packed full of stuff. That's going to end up coming out of here eventually. Concrete pad and a nice, probably 30 by 64 foot workshop. Hopefully with some floor drains in it and things like that. Another shop. Now this guy, what this guy for is this open top is actually for my tractor, but I discovered that the tractor gets dusty enough that things start, the electronics start not doing too well, and leaving it outside in the rain helps wash everything off. But anyway, you can see, and then the wood fence ends right back here. Now the property still goes another 500 feet back, all the way to the back part of the property on both sides. And so basically from where the tree line's at, as far as you can see there, it goes back about another 250, 300 feet. It's really dense in there, can't do a whole lot. That will be changed, that's the whole point that I got the tractor. But as you can see, that's just not enough. And we have a temporary construction fence here because we do have a dog, and we want to keep the dog in the property right now. So we have the fence here temporarily, and then as I get the wood fence further done down the sides, then I'll keep moving this back. So what we have here is we have the main house right there. I've got the hot tub over there that I put a roof over, one of the smaller solar panels up on top, and we have what we've just been calling a pergola here. Now the pergola doesn't really have any type of function to it. It's just a nice open, airy place that I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Still don't know. Okay, and then this is our guest house, or our tiny house, and right now I'm using it for soil storage. I know this Nice. It's not need to put a few things away. Got a bunch of ammo cans there. Full bathroom, and then a washer and dryer right there. Kitchen. We got our walk-in freezer there, and couch, and then right back there, around the corner is a stairwell going upstairs, and it's just a big walk-through, or you know, a big walk-in loft. There's no walls or anything like that up there to it. We got a tiller on the back of that. You know, growing up, Grandpa Weber had mostly Case, before Case went with International, mostly Case, John Deere, and Ford tractor. Got used to all those. And Grandpa Brain, pretty much the whole Brain side, had a bunch of Case International, and that's what this guy is. I decided to get him. And this dealer is the closest one to me. It's all-wheel drive. We got a tiller on the back. And there's the girl again. And you can see the tooth bucket. That's a tooth bar that I can just take off there anytime I want to. I decided to leave it on because it acts very nicely, helping different things, especially tearing up roots, things like that. You can see a nice, decent-sized tractor, 70 horse. That's what the 70A is. And like I said, we got the tiller on the back, goes all the way down to 9 inches deep, 6 feet wide. And then we got the post hole digger here. I got one 12-inch bit down to 4 foot. Works very, very nicely. We did a lot of fence posts. It's already gotten money out of it. The teeth on the bottom of it are already worn down. I've already done so many, only halfway done with all the posts that need to be put in here. And then a nice, you know, leveling blade. Pretty much, it has a bunch of different positions, but that's really nice. And you can see back here again, the little tiny shed needs to be about 20 times the size it is. And then little trailer, that little trailer has actually come with me ever since Oregon, when I lived there when I was like 23 years old. Oh, there she is walking around again. That's one of the things that we have right now. So we've hit 3 corners, and we're just gonna come around here. Now this right here, you can kind of see where there's a line of grass coming down through there, and then it gets really sketchy. Well, and that's mostly because this is all new. This was all completely barren. Our soil here, by the way, is so bad that even weeds would not grow here. And now, so I had to add all kinds of stuff to it to get it to grow, but it appears to be growing slowly. Now this looks a little bad right there, but this actually looks great, and it's gonna all grow together. If you see how thin this is right here, that's exactly how all of this looked last year, because it grows in really nicely with each other. So I'm not really worried about this. This will look way better by the end of the year. But I mean, it already doesn't look bad now, just because I've seen it before. It looks terrible if you're expecting it to look, you know, completely filled in. And we're gonna do a few more. I'm gonna do a few of these. This is just kind of the rough walkthrough, but you can barely see we have some solar panels up there on the house. I'm gonna do one for that. And if you look all the way through the pergola, over there, you can see some new bushes on the other side, all the way by the fence on the other side. And then these are some clementine trees right here. And then the construction fence also goes, you know, from the edge of the tiny house here, guest house, all the way out there to where the fence runs, and then the fence stops right there. So it needs to go on that side down a few hundred more feet. So that's kind of the overview of the property. You can see what it looks like there, and I probably have some old pictures from before I planted anything, kind of what it looks like. I might even have some of the original trees that were back there, but this has been cleaned up. Like, for example, right here there was a tree last year. Right over there where that patch is, that patch of grass right there, that was a tree last year. So, and if you look here, this is really interesting. This is what we have down here. This is centipede grass, and you see these long runners that it kicks off, and so this spreads real aggressively. Not generally, but because I pump it with so much nitrogen and everything else, it spreads real aggressively. Like this patch right here, and this normal grass right here, this was separated by about 6 to 8 feet at the beginning of this year, about 3 months ago. And as you can see, it's about ready to completely grow in and close at each other. I don't even know where this came from. I did not plant this. All of a sudden, one little tuft started growing last year, and then that's what one little tuft last year turned into. It turned into this. So I'm kind of hoping the same thing right here, because I didn't plant any of this right here. However, if you look, it's already spreading pretty aggressively on this side. So well, anyway, I think I'm going to end it off there for right now, and do some editing and see how this works. And as I do more things, complete more fence, there's going to be some other things. You know, I'm looking at a greenhouse, aquaponic, farming. Going to do some for you know, just different things. There's going to be decks. There's going to be, you know, all kinds of stuff, and I kind of want to have a record of what it looks like. Beforehand. So that's it for this video, and I'm going to start working on the next one. Probably going to do solar next, and then some of the random fruit trees. All right, thanks a lot. Have a good day.